Buenos días. Es el viernes y son las 12. Hello, everyone. It's 12 o'clock and it's Friday, so it's time for our third and final Community Spanish of this week, broadcasting every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon, in addition to our kids classes with the kids Spanish every day at 11 and kids French every day at 10:30. So we've got videos for you every day to tune into. In addition, we've got our Facebook Live webpage on the Rola Languages website, which has links to all of the videos and also some extra resources for you if you want to get some more practice with the different topics that we're teaching. So we have some extra little exercises there for you to practice a little bit outside the videos. And also if you want to pass along the exercises or the videos themselves to anyone, it's easy just to go to the website and you see all the videos are there and all the exercises are there. So it's easy to pass along. Please like, comment, and share on the videos. Let us know what you are enjoying. Let us know what else you want to learn. We're happy to take requests. And let us know, if you're, while we're doing the videos, if you're enjoying them and also interacting with us as we do the exercises with you to make sure that, we're explaining them in a way that helps you to really learn and understand the material. So, please, be active. So, without further ado, let's get started on our lesson for today for Community Spanish. We've got a lesson a little more on the basic side. So for those of you who may be in the Intro 1, Intro 2 levels, if you're a Rola student, that will mean something to you. We're going to be looking today at the verb ir, which means to go, and especially looking at it in terms of things in the Futuro, Próximo, or the near future. And I'm going to explain more about what that means. So let's get started together. So I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm talking about. So we have, again, first I'm going to talk about the verb ir. So the verb ir means to go in Spanish. As you know from some of my previous videos about verbs, we know that the infinitive, the kind of the basic form of the verb, the one that's doesn't go with a specific person, but just kind of a general form. Like in English, we say to go, to walk, to read. These are all infinitive forms of the verb. So this verb ir in Spanish means to go. But first part we need to use for our lesson today is to learn what are the different conjugations or the different forms that go with specific people of this verb before we can know how to use it in some different contexts to talk about what we are going to do. So let's learn the conjugations first. Please repeat this after me. As I know I say every video, repeating while it seems kind of mindless actually is really helpful for your brain to absorb. And the more you repeat something, the more you're likely to remember it. And it also goes for if you write things down. The more times you write something down, the more likely you are to remember it. So even if you have a activity that just ends up like copying things over and over, which seems a little bit silly, it really does help you to remember, even if you don't think about it. So let's learn these conjugations and repeat them with me, please. So first, for I go, we have yo voy. Yo voy. Now, depending on different accents, some people will pronounce the letter V in Spanish more like a B sound. So you might have a little bit variation depending on what you hear. Some people say like yo voy, others say like yo voy. And so it's more like a B sound. So both of them are correct. There's not really a wrong answer. So yo voy for I go. Next we have for you, we have tú vas. Tú vas. So this would be you go, tú vas. Now next one we have is él va. Él va. He goes. Ella va. Ella va. She goes. Usted va. Usted va. This is you in the formal, polite way, so you go. So this, as we know from past videos, these are grouped together. The él, ella, and usted, they all use the same conjugation. So they all go with va in this case. Now, for nosotros, for we, it's nosotros vamos. Nosotros vamos. So we go. The next one we have vosotros vais. Vosotros vais. So vosotros, as we know, vosotros is how they say you all inside of Spain. So this would be you all go. Then for the last row, we have ellos van. Ellos van. That's they go, they being either an all male group or a mixed group of men and women. Ellas van. Ellas van. This is they go, but an all-female group. And last we have ustedes van. Ustedes van. So ustedes being you all, that they use in all of the other countries that speak Spanish outside of Spain. So in Spain they use vosotros, so vosotros vais, but in all the other countries they would say ustedes van. So let's repeat these one more time super quick. Voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, van. Okay, so this is just to go in Spanish. It's the verb to go. So now we know I go, you go, he goes, all of these. So that's what we're going to use as our base for our lesson today, to especially use them for the near future construction. So again, we can use the verb ir on its own, like to say like he goes to school. Él va a la escuela. So we can use ir on its own, but we're going to be focusing today on a specific type of structure where we can put some things together with ir to make this for structure called the near future. So let's get into that. So the near future, when I say near future, what I mean is when we use what's called the simple future, we say like I will do something in English, or you will do something. This is called the simple future. Near future is when you say I am going to do, or you are going to do, he is going to do, we are going to do our homework, you all are going to mow the lawn. So this is the kind of the way we're going to use this going to structure in Spanish instead of the will go. You know, there is the will go in Spanish, but that's separate. And so we're going to focus on this first and make these kind of simple constructions to help us express things in the future. So we don't have to worry about how do I say will in Spanish. We can just say like, oh, I'm going to do that instead of I will do that. So the way we do that is if we look towards the middle of the page here, we basically have three parts we need when we're going to make a near future construction. So first part we need, which we just learned, is a form of ir. So whether it's yo voy or tú vas or él va, we use one of those depending on who we're talking about. So that's the first part, part number one. Second part, what we're going to use is a. This doesn't change. No matter who we're talking about, it's just a. So it's easy, nice and easy. And the last part we need to put at the end is the infinitive of what is the action you're going to do. So for example, if we're saying like, I am going to do my homework, I would say, now I'll write it above just so we can see how it matches up with the formula. So I would say, voy a hacer mi tarea. So you can see how I followed the three parts. So the voy is the conjugation of ir. That's part number one. Then we have a, that's part number two. And then a verb and an infinitive. In this case, it's hacer, which means to do in Spanish. But we can put in another verb. We can say voy a caminar, voy a comer, voy a asistir. Could be whatever verb. But the thing that you notice that's the same is that they're all infinitive. So they're all in the kind of neutral basic form that's either going to end in AR, ER, or IR. So those are basically the top 3 points from this structure that I want you to take away from the lesson. So if we're going to do something in the near future, something you're going to do, you need 3 parts. Part number 1 is a part of ir, which we just learned. Voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, or van. Those are your options. Second word is a. The third word is an infinitive of whatever it is the action that this person is going to do. So let's practice this. So we're going to go down. So we have some more examples just to see here. Just to say quickly. So we have, for example, voy a practicar el español. I'm going to practice Spanish. Vas a hacer. This is like the example I just gave. Vas a hacer la tarea esta noche. You're going to do the homework tonight. Vamos a jugar al voleibol en el parque. We are going to play volleyball in the park. La profesora va a enseñar una lección. The teacher is going to teach a lesson, and los estudiantes van a estudiar hoy. The students are going to study today. So you can see some different examples of how we use that 3-part formula. So again, let's do some practice. We're actually going to go down to this exercise. So we have some sentences that are in the present, and now we're going to put them into the near future and practice with the structure that we just learn. So for these ones, feel free to write in the comments what do you think are the answers as we go through each one. So I'm interested, excuse me, to see you know, what your thoughts are and if this is hopefully something sinking in and easy to do. So let's do together first número uno. So the sentence we have so far is nosotros empezamos. So this is we start. Okay, so now we need to make this into we are going to start. So we need to transform the sentence. Okay, so we had this model from above. Yo como una hamburguesa. I eat a hamburger. Becomes yo voy a comer una hamburguesa. So again, we're going to use this three-part structure. So let's try it for número uno. So we had nosotros empezamos. So first we need to pick our form of ir. So if you remember back to the conjugations we learned, it goes voy, vas, va, vamos. So that's where we're going to use vamos because that goes with nosotros. Then we have the a, that is always our second part. And then third part, we're going to use our infinitive. So we have here in the original sentence, we have empezamos, which is we start. So we have just to kind of back that up and take it back to what the infinitive was. So we can see because it ends in amos, that it must have been an AR verb. So we're going to say nosotros vamos a empezar. So we are going to start. That's how we would translate this. We are going to start. Okay, nosotros vamos a empezar. Part one, vamos. Part two, a. Part three, empezar. All right, let's try número dos, number two together. So we have Paco regresa a España. So Paco goes back to Spain. Now we're going to transform that to become Paco is going to go back to Spain. Okay, so we need to change it a little bit. So we're going to, again, take the first part of our formula, which is going to be a form of ir. So in this case, what goes with Paco? So we can have voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, or van. So which one goes with Paco? This one, because Paco is in general a man's name. So it would be the equivalent of saying él or he. So we're going to use va. For, if you remember from the chart, él, ella, and usted va. So Paco va, then our second word, a, and then we have our verb regresa in the original sentence. So based on the a ending, we know that this is also an AR verb, like with número uno. So we're going to say regresar. So Paco va a regresar a España. Paco is going to return, going to go back to Spain. All right, número tres, la familia visita la universidad. So the family visits the university. So now we're going to change that to the family is going to visit the university. So from present to near future. So la familia, so which form of ir is going to go with la familia? Voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, van. This one, just like the last one, Paco is like Paco in the last question is also one from that box of él, ella, usted. In this case, because it's la familia, the family, we're treating it as a singular unit. It'd be like the same as saying ella. So we're going to use the form that goes with ella, which is va. So la familia va. Don't forget the a in the middle. And the last part, so we have the verb in the original, visita. So we can see this one also is one that is an AR verb because it ends with a. We know those are the endings from AR verbs. So we know that the infinitive is going to be visitar. La familia va a visitar la universidad. The family is going to visit the university. Okay, siguiente, next one. Número cuatro, asistes al concierto. So you attend the concert. This was one, asistir is the one that trips up a lot of students. It's not to assist. I mean, maybe in a very, very small way it is, but kind of 9 times out of 10, asistir is going to be the equivalent of saying attend. It's like to say that you were there at something. So be careful there. So an atender is not to attend in the sense of an event. So I know students often get these two confused between asistir and atender. So atender is like to attend to someone's needs, and asistir is to assist. Is to attend. I'm confusing myself now. And so asistir is to attend, like an event. Atender is to attend to a person, like to give them your attention. So tú, so we have to, we're going to put this into the near future. So which form of ir goes with tú? It will be tú. So yo voy, tú vas. And then the a, which we can't forget. And then our infinitive, because this one ends, we see in the original is asistes with the es ending. So we know this one must come from either the er or ir verbs. Now this one, maybe we would need a little extra help to know that this is an ir verb, because it's true that the ending is the same here for the tú conjugation between er and ir verbs. So just having the word asistes will narrow it down a little bit, so we know it's not an AR verb, but we can't narrow it down all the way. So we might have to get a little bit of extra information in this case to know that's an IR verb. So asistir is the infinitive we should work with. So tú vas a asistir al concierto. You are going to attend the concert. So that's the one. Okay, so next we have número 5, los atletas corren en el estadio. So the athletes run in the stadium. So now we want to change it to the athletes are going to run in the stadium. So los atletas is like saying ellos, right? Like they. So what goes with ellos in the sense of ir? Voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, van. So los atletas van, then the a, part 2. And lastly, we have the verb. We have corren in the original. Again, same kind of question that as we had with number 4, that we can narrow it down so that it's either an ER or an IR, but we can't completely narrow it down. So this one we just have to know the verb, or we can look it up in the dictionary perhaps, and to know it's correr. So los atletas van a correr en el estadio. All right, we have about 5 more before we finish up. So we're going to take the pace up, and I'm not going to explain so much for each one. So número 6, ellos desayunan en la cocina. They eat breakfast in the kitchen. Now we're going to say they are going to eat breakfast in the kitchen. So ellos van a, and this one we see the original ends with an, so we know it's an AR verb. So van a desayunar en la cocina. They are going to eat breakfast in the kitchen. Now, it's handy dandy that in Spanish there is a verb to eat breakfast. In English, we have to say to eat breakfast. In general, we can't say to breakfast as a verb, like I breakfast, you breakfast. We can't say that. But Spanish is really handy in that sense, that they have verbs for all of the meals. Okay, número 7, yo trabajo en el colegio becomes yo voy a trabajar. So this one, again, with the O doesn't tell us exactly what kind of verb it's going to be, because the O is the common ending for all of them. But based on our vocab knowledge or based on a dictionary, we would know it's trabajar. Yo voy a trabajar en el colegio. I'm going to work in the high school. Número 8, el hombre viaja en avión. The man travels in the plane or by plane. So now we're going to say he's going to travel. El hombre va a. This one we have viaja ending with the A, so this one we have a clue that it is an AR. So va a viajar en el avión. All right, 2 more to go. Número 9, yo voy en tren becomes yo voy a ir en tren. This one is just really just kind of slightly extending the sentence a little bit, because voy was already part of the original. So we're just, that one stays the same, and just we're adding a ir. Voy a ir en tren. I'm going to go in the train or by train. All right, last one, número 10. Ustedes visitan el museo. You all visit the museum. Now we're transforming it. You all are going to visit the museum. Ustedes van a and we can see this is from the an ending of the original, that this one is an AR verb. So ustedes van a visitar el museo. So that's the last one for practice today. Just to review for a quick second. So today we talked about the verb ir, to go, and also how to do the futuro próximo, or the near future. So basically we have the verb ir, which has the forms of yo voy, I go, tú vas, you go, él va, he goes, ella va, she goes, nosotros vamos, we go, vosotros vais, you all in Spain, go, ellos van, they go, ellas van, they go, or ustedes van, you all go. And then when we want to do a near future, we're going to basically plug those conjugations in to use a form of ir plus a plus an infinitive. And that's how we say that we're going to do something in Spanish. So it's an easy way for you to express something in the future without knowing a whole separate tense of verb conjugations. It kind of makes your life easier. So I'm going to post another exercise for us to practice with this more on the website, as I said. So please feel free to check that out. All the videos are also linked there. So if you want to take a look at the video again, or if you want to look at another older video, they will all be posted up there. So please feel free to check those out. Otherwise, we'll be back on Monday for the next rounds of Facebook Live lessons. We have Community Spanish coming up on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 12. And we have Children's Spanish at 11 every weekday, and Children's French every weekday at 10:30. So lots of things coming to you. So have a great weekend. Buen fin de semana y nos vemos. Adiós.